and welcome to yet another episode of Rama Homes Insight with me, your host Zinat Awan. Today on the program I have with me Dr. Muhammad Omar, who is one of the many people who have invested with Rama Homes Limited. So today he'll just be telling us a little bit about why he chose Rama Homes as opposed to any other real estate developer in the country. So Dr. Omar, welcome to the show. And to kick us off this day, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here. My name is Dr. Muhammad Omar. I work at Kenyatta National and Referral Hospital in Nairobi. I'm a general practitioner, GP, and I've always been keenly interested about properties and investments, and I guess like every other person.
Okay, so have you ever made an investment elsewhere?
I once tried buying shares with Kenjan, but I ended up selling them because of very low returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I understand that you've made an investment with Rama Homes. So tell us just a little bit about how you learned about Rama Homes. How did you know of their existence in the market?
Yes, I came across Rama Homes from a friend of mine, a colleague. I think her mom is also into real estate.
Okay.
So she told me about Rama Homes. Then I did a little bit of research. I saw that they have a presence online, and yeah, that's how I came across them.
Okay. You see, the Kenyan industry, the real estate industry, is really coming up in Kenya. So tell us, there's so many other property development programs in Kenya. There's so many real estate companies. Why would you choose to go for Rama Homes?
For a few reasons. First of all, in my line of career, credibility is very important.
Yeah.
So when I did my little research, I found that Rama Homes, the company itself, is very credible. Also, because of my faith of non-interest based loans,
Okay.
where you can virtually not find it anywhere. I think the 0% interest policy works well. Finally, the payment plan also suits me very well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Tell me, which investment did you make in Rama Homes? Because I understand there are different projects. So
Yeah.
which one did you go for?
The Jumeirah Apartments in Parklands. I think it's on Batu Batu Road.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what feature attracted you to make that investment?
Quite a few actually. First of all, I was shown of the schematic designs. It was really attractive. Location was also ideal, and generally the most important factor was the payment plan. The 8-year payment plan is very solid, and I think is very affordable.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that Rama Homes deals with off-plan property development systems, yeah? So why would you choose to go for an off-plan property other than just going on for the already built property?
The biggest difference between off-plan property and one which is already there is that the off-plans ones I hear are 50% cheaper, up to 50% cheaper. So it's considerably cheaper for people who are not tycoons, you know?
Yeah. So you'd say Rama Homes targets maybe the middle class in the society, which is affordable for each and every person.
Yes, true.
Okay. So would you really advise anyone to go forward and buy a house with Rama Homes? Would you advise anyone to make an investment with Rama Homes?
Absolutely. First of all, as I said earlier, they're a very credible company. Second of all, their service is also excellent. Third of all, the most important factor is that it's much cheaper than the rest of the properties that I've looked at. It also gives a very affordable payment plan, you know, over a long period of time, more or less like the mortgage, but not, because the mortgage will accrue you a lot of interest.
Now without the interest part.
Now here is without the interest, you know, and you know, you can take your time. If you don't have all of the cash in hand, like myself, you know, you can go look for it, maybe from your salary or from somewhere else. So that's what I would advise. It's better because of that.
Yeah. Well, there are many Kenyans out there watching us right now, and they're wondering what specs do you look at when you're making a real estate investment? Say probably the location, things like that. Maybe you could tell them a word or two on the kind of specs that you looked at when you made the investment with Rama Homes.
For me personally, an investment is something that you expect to help you, either if you want to raise capital in the future, or if you want a retirement plan, or just an investment. And property, as we've seen, is very volatile. So you have to make a wise choice based on a few factors. Number one, as I said, location is one of the most important factors. Number two, also value for money. Sometimes you might go about and buy a very good property on a very good location, but yet again, it's so expensive, it doesn't bring the value, Yeah, so look for value for money and also location. Yeah.
Well, what about things like the payment plan? Should you also put that into consideration when you climb to the property ladder?
Yes, that is also very important. I think if someone was to be given the option of taking out a mortgage, for example, versus being given out an option of paying over a considerably longer period of time, they would absolutely go for the latter. I mean, the latter rather than the former. Because when you go for the mortgage and the loans and the stuff like that, they're crippling, with the interest rates going out of hand, accrued over a long period of time, so it's crippling. But here, it's the same amount of money, just divided across a period of, let's say, 8 years. Okay. So I think it's very ideal. Yeah, very ideal.
Okay. Just to wrap up our interview today, is there any other farm that you think you could invest in? Any other investment you would make other than real estate in the real estate industry?
For me personally, I'm the type of person who is very, should I say, loyal, or I'm very routine. So if something works out well for me the first time, I don't see no point of wasting time to research on other things, and So I'm very routine. If it works out, it has already worked out for me, and if I complete it, then I think I would. Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. So Dr. Omar, thank you so much for joining us today on Rama Homes Insight. It was an absolute pleasure having you here. Oh, perfect. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I believe today we have learned a thing or two about making our climb to the property ladder. Feel free to contact us on the numbers running through your screen right now. You can also follow us on our Facebook as well as our Twitter handle, Instagram at Rama Homes Limited. Feel free to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Rama Homes Limited. I am your host, Zina Tawan. See you next time.